here's Evan McPherson. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this is not a good start. So that kick falls just short of the landing zone, and this opening drive is going to begin from the 40.
Player formate, plate height, error, power, strum power. AHD base.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Entering play call.
They sent him with that sack in Rock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Another one for Cook. And that one doesn't get him much, even maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Entering play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if we see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now. 3rd down. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46.
Entering play.
That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he's only able to power this forward
Entering
for
play
yards.
call. ISO. There are 10.
He'll expect
Inside
more from
zone.
himself on those type of plays,
MTNY
but there is
zone
nobody that's
WK.
going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Now we'll give to Cook, running left. Caught behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Concept. There
The
are 8
presence of those tight ends
categories.
works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front,
Concept.
but it
There
also
are 8
puts the defense in
categories.
to be ready for that
There
run.
are 6.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Allen on 3rd down. And this opening drive set him for 4th down. That's incomplete. Defender there to knock it
Entering
away.
play call. Recent.
All right,
There are
Parker
8
testing the perimeter
categories.
early
You
there.
have
Coverage
9
held up. Could be a
options.
tough
My
day
stick
for
is
those outside
selected.
receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Don't want to punt from here,
That's
but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
319.
On 4th down, Allen. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's going to be taken
Entering
down a
play
yard shy
call.
of the 25.
PHP dive.
One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
1st and 10 at the
The numbers are pretty
26-yard
clear,
line.
Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Entering play call.
I know that
MTNY
may
zone
look like a whole
WK.
lot of nothing burger on the stat
PHP
sheet.
dive.
Those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Going right back to Davis. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting
Entering
brought down.
Y stick.
Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series.
Entering play call. Kick that sprint on
Now, this
pass.
coaching staff's got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive.
kick that
Really
sprint
impressed
on
with the
pass.
score, how they controlled the football, and
Jet
they played at
touch
their own
pass.
pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives
Why
that just
stick?
pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put them up 8-0.
Entering
Really a
play.
dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
Chooses to bring this one out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 20-yard line.
Cover 1 hole.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Let's get set. Big
Burrow from the gun. Completes this one to Chase. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Cover 1 double T.
1-1, ready?
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Short yardage run here for Brown. A disappointing way to begin this one as he was stopped for no gain and 3 plays
Entering
in
play
block. They're
call,
already
coach
facing 4th down.
suggestions. There are 6
It all
categories.
looks so simple, didn't he? That linebacker
Cover
sorting
6.
right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Here we go. Right 80.
Here we go. 4th down, Burrow. Great catch on the sideline there. Oh, wait, tried to toe tap. Thought he had it.
Entering
Oh,
play
no,
call,
they're
recent.
calling it
There are 8
incomplete.
PhD
Great effort,
dive.
but just couldn't get the feet in.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Handoff here to Davis. And the power play up the gun only results in 2 yards.
This
Entering
offense now left
coach
with some ground to
player
make up a little bit
formation
here on
concepts.
second down. After
There are
that drive
6
starts, it's a
category
very minimal
concepts.
gain.
Bubble screen. There are concept power, strong power. Empty and below wrap.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook trying this one up the gut. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards in the end, Brock.
Entering play call, power. There
It'll
are
be this group's
ISO,
job watching the film
PhD
to find all
dive.
these plays. The ones that
ISO.
amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage
Entering
much before
play
getting brought
player
down.
formation.
And
Strength
that's going to bring up a
concept.
tough decision
There,
here for them on
That's
4th
cross.
down.
Mesh way out.
Down.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. 4th down, here's Allen. They connect for the first. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do
Entering
give him the
play
10-yard
backs
line.
cross.
That is a clutch 7-yard pickup, partner. Pays off the call to go for it there on 4th down.
And goal to go.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Up 319. Half 85. Half 85.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills grow their lead to 14-0.
Entering play call, pick that by shovel.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
And the kick is no good. An early point after left on the table. Maybe later in this game, it's going to be a moment we
Entering
look back
plate.
on.
Kickoff middle. Heavy.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. On the return, this is Piran. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Bengals take over first and 10.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Hot blitz free. Cover to invert.
I'm one, right?
This is our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Cut.
Early play action here. Burrow. That lines up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. SS blitz free.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's brought down.
Entering
after
play
a short
call.
gain.
Coach suggestions. There
Now,
are
you
6
compare and contrast
categories.
stats over the decades, Gabe. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like
Cover
that.
3 spy.
Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Here we go. Cut. Cut.
On third down, here's Burrow. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it and knocked it
Entering
away.
play
Forcing
call.
fourth down.
Coach suggestions. There
You know
are 6
exactly what he's thinking.
categories.
Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are
Cover 2
against you.
man.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
Just set. 180. Cut.
Here we go with Brown. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They got the
Entering
turnover on
third
downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
RPO alert. Zone
Hey,
alert.
I am
Bubble.
all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And this drive's quickly headed in the
Entering
wrong
play
direction.
zone
First
alert.
play set
Bubble.
down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He gets forward. That's
Entering
about
play
4 yards.
zone alert. Bubble.
Stop made by
Alert.
Barry
Loki.
Carter.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here's a give to Cook. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Entering play call.
You know,
Coach
that's a good run right there.
suggestions.
Keep
There
the
are 8
offense on
categories.
schedule.
We have
If
12
he can average
options
that type of
before
yards
Zig
per
is
carry,
selected.
this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Look out.
They'll go. Allen escapes the pocket. Oh, Allen loses it. Now the Bengals have it. And deep in their own territory, they're going to take possession now after the fumble.
Entering play
Oh,
call.
this is tough.
Coach
Don't let it be
suggestions.
lost here.
There are
Their
6
call on
categories.
fourth
Formation.
actually
There are
worked.
6
They got the
categories.
first
Concept.
down,
Play
and
type.
then
There
they
are 6
fumbled.
categories.
Okay,
There are
that's
2
like saying the dinner
subcategories. Man
looked so
coverage. There are 2
good
play type.
before the
Special
waiter
teams.
dropped the plate.
Play
The
type.
results were
Goal
there as
line. We
designed,
have well
but one
60
mistake took
hat.
it all
Play
away.
type. There.
man.
Cover 2 zone. Cover 2 invert.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 180 shot. Cut.
Burrow setting up the play action. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
On 2nd and 10 now. It's Burrow. Finds him over the middle.
And 10th view.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Big 13. Big shot.
From the gun, they get to Brown. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
It's 4th down.
Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
4th down. Burrow. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. But they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Entering play,
Brown
alert
begins with a rough first step
Nash way
there.
out.
That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Looking from the gun. It's Allen. Looking for somewhere to throw. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down.
Entering
And the
play
back-to-back
26
sacks.
below
Nice work by the
YSAL.
defense there. Sets him up
26
with a
below
3rd down.
that's lucky.
Defense is roaring here. Back-to-back sacks have him in a great spot to end this drive immediately. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's got a
Entering
decent
play
gain
clock, pick
before being
FGY
brought down.
shovel. Field goal
You know,
34
I like
yards.
the completion. You
Pick
never
FGY
turn down a
shovel.
completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Bills will turn to their kicker, Tyler Bass, for the field goal try. From the left hash, 34 yards away. It's a fake! Into the tight end! And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? I don't know. There's a flag on the
Entering
play.
play clock, pick
Pretty
FGK
easy
flip.
call to make.
Field
He
goal
lined up
29 yards.
offsides, and
Pick
now he
FGK
gets a
flip.
talking to
Empty
from
and
his
shock
coach.
HB option. Empty and slot whip in. Empty and drive. Empty and slot whip in.
After the penalty, the offense staying out to try on 4th down. Fourth down, pass coming. Got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Entering play,
Right call
Oscar and
at the
HB
right time,
flat.
Brock. Give him 9
Priest,
and a
Hubbard
successful
slide.
conversion on
Zone
4th.
alert bubble.
You know, before the snap, you know, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Cook gets them a couple there in a very good spot now. It's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pick up of 2.
And dose of the hurry up here.
2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
They're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw. And they aren't fooled by that fake spike.
Enter
They kept charging. It's
26
got there to take him
alert,
down.
It's 3rd down.
And quickly, their chances at the
Entering
end zone are running out, Brock.
zone
It's
alert
3rd and
bubble.
goal.
Empty and slot whip in. Coach suggestion. Player. Coach. Quick unders. Y flat goal line. Osprint HD. Alert Z looky. Player. Formation. Concept. RPO alert. There are 6. Concept. Power. Strong power.
Now from the pistol to Cook. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is gonna
Entering
be 4th
play.
and short.
FGK flip. Field.
The
Recent.
final
There
battle
are
scene
8
from a movie.
categories. You have
Two
9
sides
options.
charging each
Strong
other,
power is
and they
selected.
beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. Handoff headed right. It's caught. And they stop him. No
Entering
touchdown,
play
no
call,
first down.
coach
That's a turnover on
suggestions,
downs near
there
the
are
end
6
zone.
categories.
I love aggressive
Recent,
defenses.
there
And
are
a blitz
6
on 4th down is
categories.
a gutsy
You have
call,
9
but it can
options.
work
Cover
against the
9
pass,
showed you is
or in that
selected.
case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That run right there, that
Entering
kind of
play
feels like
call,
a missed
coach
opportunity
suggestions,
defensively.
there are
Got him
6
backed up,
categories.
and you played it well
Cover
enough
3
to
cloud.
contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Right 80.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it
Entering
free.
play call,
Incomplete.
coach suggestions, there are 6
Well-timed strike by that
categories.
defender to knock it free. And that makes it 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls
Number 6
incomplete this first
invert.
half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He'll put everything he's got behind it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Entering play call,
He
coach
arrived at the ball
suggestions,
did to
there are
break
6
things up.
categories.
Now they're up against it here on 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Cut. Right 80. Cut.
Trying for it with Burrow. Oh, good effort there. Ooh, didn't get the
Entering
feeding,
play,
though. Looked
zone
like he
alert
had him,
with
but
the
couldn't tap the
string
2nd
power.
one down incomplete.
Result of the play.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line
Entering
stand.
play,
Hit him for
kick
a loss
spike
on 1st and
to
goal.
strong power.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And they'll make this stop after a small push to the
Entering
5.
play call, strong power.
3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA
Entering
Sports.
play call, normal, there are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. Kickoff middle. Heavy.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds. Brock.
Entering
So on
play
first shot
call,
of the half,
coach
it's going to begin all
suggestions,
the way up
there
at
are
the
6
40.
categories.
On 2. Ready?
Give
First
pushing.
down from the 41.
Here we go. Here we go. Big 13. Big 13. Cut.
Burrow out of the shotgun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Entering play call,
This
coach
defense, this
suggestions,
defense,
there
they
are
had a
6
plan. And they've done
categories.
an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Gun. Cut. Right 80. Cut.
Burrow to the air now. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. T. Higgins, the touchdown.
Entering play call, coach
So
suggestions,
sensational
there are
work
6
by a skill man
categories.
there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story.
Cover
You
1
can't
LB
give
blitz.
up that much yards after catch.
Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for two.
The Bengals will line up for the two-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the two-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get it
Entering
aggressive,
play
but it doesn't
call,
work.
special teams.
Bengals 6.
Hands team. Base onside. Hands team. Onside XL.
Wow, still a full quarter left and down only a score, but here comes an onside kick. And the Bills are able to secure this kick. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Entering play call, recent, there are 8 cat, empty, strum power.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
319! What's that?
They'll try the right side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Entering play call,
I know these
recent, there
DNs
are 8
love to get to the
categories. You
quarterback.
have
I know
9
that
options.
sacks many
Strum
times
power
equals
is
a bigger
selected.
payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Strum power, strum power.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
319! What's that?
They'll run it with Cook. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is
Entering
stopped at the
play
line
call,
once again to
recent,
quickly bring
there
up
are 8
3rd down.
categories. You have
When you
strum
rush the
power.
passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
180! What's that?
Now it's Cook. Play not developing as they'd hoped. That's a loss of yardage.
Entering
Brock.
play
4th down
call,
coming up.
coach suggestions.
I
There
think
are
this
8
is the part where they
kick
run
punch
away,
shovel.
Kate.
Recent,
As they run
there are
away
8
from that
categories.
monster.
You have 9
He's just too
options.
strong a
Strum
presence
power is
to try to
selected.
block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
4th down. The offense is staying on the field. They're going for it.
180! What's that?
This is Cook on the handoff. And this one will not work out for him.
Entering
He stepped
play
up
call,
behind the
coach
line and was gonna head
suggestions.
off after
There
a
are 6
turnover on downs.
categories.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Cross into. Cover 4 quarters.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Burrow. Pass come along the sideline by Gesicki. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to
Entering play
5 as they send him
call,
out.
coach suggestions. There
There's
are
a
6
textbook
categories.
first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Cover 3 match.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Pass.
Throwing is Burrow. Toward Chase, but it's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And the Bills take over just shy of the 40.
Intercepted.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a
Entering
case
play
of trying
call,
to force
recent,
one where he
there are 8
shouldn't have.
categories.
And you're
Strum
sure
power.
hoping as a quarterback, you learn your lesson on that one.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
180! Here we go.
Here's Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the
Entering play
aggressiveness
call,
from this
recent,
defense.
there are 8 categories. You have
You know,
9
for pitchers,
options.
you know,
Strum
hear
power
them
is
say, gosh,
selected.
you got to
Strum
pitch this guy
power.
backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Here we go.
Another one for Cook. And this this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be third down.
Entering play, strong
This
power.
offense may want to try
Coach
and disguise their run a
suggestions.
little bit.
Nash
I don't know if it's the
HDCG.
O-lineman's stance.
Control
I
flat.
don't know if it's a cadence. I
Player,
don't know what
there
it
are
is,
8
but after 2 straight
categories.
plays
You
going
have formation,
backwards,
there are
this
8
defense is
concept,
all
there are 8
over 'em.
power, there are 10 categories. You have 12 options. Empty and duo wrap select strong power. AHB base.
Bengals into the nickel set, third down. Again, it's Cook. Wow, they sent him backwards all 3 plays, Brock.
Entering
That should
play
pretty
call,
clearly
coach
bring out the punching unit. Let's
suggestions.
see.
There are 8 categories.
Talk to
Hit
a
punt
bunch of
off
different
tackle,
GMs,
punt.
Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories. Cover 3 cloud.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Here we go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Entering play call,
When
coach
we look back at this one,
suggestions.
Brock,
There
it
are
is going
6
to be defensive
categories.
highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first
WK
snap
corner
through this
blitz.
second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Ready? Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. Ooh, on him quick there. And they bring him to the turf. And that
Entering
pushes him
play
back.
call,
Third
coach
down coming up.
suggestions. There are 6
Flat out, a
categories.
tremendous call.
Cover
Perfect
two
timing to
man.
blitz corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He
Entering
stopped
play
quickly.
call, coach
These little
suggestions.
short
There are
drills,
6
they have high
categories.
percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Cover 9.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Let's get set. Stop.
He's back to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go
Entering
for it.
play
Brock, they
call,
turn it over on down.
concept. There are 8 categories.
Even
There
the
are 10
best receivers,
subcategories.
they've got
Options
occasional
set to
breaks
power
in
12 plays. You
concentration.
have
You
7
just never
options.
want to see
Round
it
is selected.
happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Power, strong power, empty and duo wrap.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Brown 80.
Now run by Cook. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Entering play
That
call,
is simply
power.
a
There are
stay
10
on schedule kind
categories.
of run.
You have
Nothing
12
more, nothing
options.
less, just
Empty and
right
duo
on
wrap.
schedule.
Select strong power. AHB base.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first
Entering
down.
play
Picks up
strong
4.
power.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Cook. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're
Entering
going to
play
lose
call.
one on that
Recent
play.
AHB
It's fourth
base.
down.
On the tackle.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. This isn't going anywhere good.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
These 4th down runs, it's all about want to and will. Want to keep it conservative offensively, try to move it across, but that defense was having none of it. And now they get themselves off the field.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line.
Entering play call,
13-yard
coach
play, and that's enough for the
suggestions,
first.
there are 6
Year
categories.
after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, it's
Nicholson
difficult on a
free.
defense.
I'm one, ready?
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow from the gun. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories.
Defense on its heels.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cover 1 robber.
I'm one, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go, here we go.
They motion the tight end over. Burrow now on 1st down. Right side cut by Higgins. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22.
Gain of 24.
Give him 24 yards on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
1st down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 6 categories. Safety blitz.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter.
Entering
It's
play
Bengals
call,
football, and
coach
they know what they need
suggestions,
to do.
there are 6
Trailing here in the
categories.
4th.
Cover 6 inver.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
They send the tight end in motion.
Stop.
Stick it in the air, and it's Burrow. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone.
Entering play
Answered there
call,
by a
coach
strong defensive
suggestions,
effort.
there are
Second
6
down.
categories.
Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the
Sim
last
pressure
line of
free.
defense, the guy that's got to
Cover
make the
3,
play on the
sim
ball, and
pressure
he just
free.
did.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Here we go.
Again, it's Burrow. They knock it away again, and a couple of good reps in coverage have brought up 3rd down.
Entering play call,
I'll tell you
coach
what, Kate,
suggestions,
challenging
there are
this
6
guy in a close
categories.
game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Cover 3 buzz match.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Stop.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Entering play
No
call,
luck
coach
finding his receiver that
suggestions,
time.
there are 6
And now they're
categories.
staring at 4th and long.
Davis play down the coverage.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning
Recent,
that
there are
incompletion.
6
They came in
categories.
before
You
he
have
could
9
find a target,
options.
hit
Hot
him,
blitz free is
altered
selected.
that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Entering desync pop-up. A desync has occurred. The scores, stats, and quit from this game will not be recorded. End game. Entering screen. Depth charts. Start. Entering main menu. Training camp. With play selected horizontal list, you have 4 options. Play. Entering play now. Screen play now. You have 2 options. Custom game is selected. Entering main menu screen vertical list. Training camp. With online head to head is selected. Entering H2H play friend. Entering game settings screen fatigue. Game skill option is set. Water length option is set to 8 min. Water length option is set to 9 min. Online friend 3. Busking G. Scott Family, Busking, On, Busking, Scott, XSILEN, Offline Friends, Donethic, Ron, Snoop, Eric, Adams, Eric Plug Blaze, Snooky Waiter 17, press cross button to select. Entering matchmaking 32 options. San Francisco 49ers, New York Giants, Jacksonville, New York, Detroit, Green, Carolina, New England, Los Angeles, Baltimore, New York, Seattle Seahawks, Pittsburgh, Houston Tech, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings. Tennessee, Houston, Pittsburgh, Seattle Seahawks. Waiting for a comment.